This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Once again, we saw near triple-digit temperatures across northern Nevada. How long this heat wave will last tops Channel 2 News at 5 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Remington. Wendy is off tonight. Thank you for being with us. We do begin with team coverage of our very, very hot temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Mike Algers in the Weather Center and Aaron Breen is live on Record Street with a look at how this heat is taking a toll, specifically on the homeless in our area. But Mike, let's start with you.
Well, I do still expect to see some records fall here. We're still waiting today to see not only if we've hit that triple-digit mark, but also to see if we had any kind of records coming our direction, because we're awfully close to it. We've been in the upper 90s throughout most of the afternoon. A lot of smoke and haze out there. That's kind of another episode, another part of this whole picture here. Still getting some smoke in from that fire. But what we're looking at, first of all, is what happened with our high temperature so far of the day. Now, this 98, I believe, was taken, still has not included the 5 o'clock temperatures. So we may have still hit triple digits here in the Reno area. I expect that to be updated probably sometime here in the next minute or two. Whether it will hit triple digits or not, we don't know for sure. I still think we have an awfully good chance at that occurring. Now, in terms of what's coming up here in the next little bit of time here, still a great big ridge of high pressure. Notice, though, we are finally starting to get a little bit of flow coming up here from the south. The ridge of high pressure over here in the Four Corners area is finally starting to combine with that low pressure system offshore, and we're starting to drag up a little bit of this moisture here coming off out of Mexico and the eastern part of Arizona. Now, today, just a couple of clouds along the crest, but if you look at what's happening expected in the next 24 hours here on the future satellite and radar, some of that moisture start to drift up. We'll see clouds form in the afternoon. Could even potentially see a mountain isolated thunderstorm tomorrow. I don't think we'll get that down here in the valley, but we are expected to see temperatures certainly getting back up into triple-digit range, and those temperatures would be record high temperatures here, because the record for tomorrow, apart from today the record is 102, but the record tomorrow is only 100 degrees, and we're expecting to see a high tomorrow of around 102 degrees. So in looking at that, again, the record today, the forecast somewhere around 101. We'll still wait and see whether we hit that. We expect to hit 102 tomorrow. The record's only 100. Next 3, probably 4 days, real likely to at least tie some record high temperatures. Tonight, we're looking for clear skies. It'll still be in the mid 80s, believe it or not, at 10 o'clock, and then probably cooling down here in the Reno area, barely getting below 70 degrees with sunshine to start off with, and then some clouds beginning to come in here. Now, we talk about those 80-degree temperatures here kind of in the middle of the night at 10 o'clock. That could be a real issue for a segment of the population that oftentimes gets overlooked here. We got Aaron Breen, who's been out and about following this. She joins us live now from Record Street, downtown Reno. Aaron, you know, for us, if we get hot, most of us have the option of going someplace, getting in some air conditioning, getting some relief. That's not an option for everybody, is it?
That's right, Mike. You know, we all do have to deal with the heat, but if you don't have an actual home to go inside and get out of it, you've got a problem. And you know what? Luckily, there are a few options for you here in the Truckee Meadows. In this heat, any shade you can find is golden. For those without homes, a bridge will do the trick. But you know what's even better? Ice, shade, and water all in one place. The shelter on Record Street is offering all three.
People think about suffering in the winter, but actually the summer heat can be just as painful for folks who are out in the street.
Getting out of the elements, no different than the winter. It's just now you're dealing with heat.
Which is just what this area is for.
They put these awnings up and stuff, so it's pretty nice in here.
They're now opening up cooling rooms inside both shelters to be used in the daytime.
I hang out in the Restart Center, the Restart across the street, where it's nice and cool, and I get water there.
The shelters serve 300 people a night. These cooling rooms accommodate 66 more during the day, and they're about to add overflow just across town.
We'll be able to accommodate up to 100 people, 85 men and 15 women, for overflow shelter, which is off-site.
They say there's no doubt that water is the biggest need because it means
hydration. You gotta drink water. People don't realize how much is evaporating when it's this hot. You got to drink water.
And a recent call for hydration is paying off.
We reached out to the community about getting us bottled water, and it's been unbelievable how many bottles of water have been coming on campus, but it's just a reflection of what a great community we have.
That it is, and they want to remind everybody they're going to need those donations to continue to flow in here at Record Street at the shelter all summer long. By the way, you can drop off donations any day, weekday that is, from 9 to 5 here on Record Street. Covering the heat wave, Aaron Breen, Channel 2 News.
Yeah, this community always steps up. Aaron, thanks. Many northern Nevadans are adjusting their daily routine due to this summer heat. Lena Miller caught up with people exercising very early in the morning.
You know, at 7 o'clock in the morning, not a lot of places are, I guess you would say, popular, but here at the Sparks Marina on a hot day, this place is popping.
I'd rather run in the morning because nice and fresh, a few pretty girls out here.
So Edgar Martinez and the rest of his buddies have to run around the marina 3 times a day, but today's motto, get it done early.
I don't want to get a heat stroke.
Everyone we talk to feels the same.
I usually run in the morning because it gets too hot in the afternoon.
These summer afternoons are indeed much warmer. That's the word from the National Weather Service.
Bottom line, it's going to be hot.
And get this, hot June days are very rare. Since records began being kept in 1893, there have been a low amount of days with highs over 100 degrees.
We've only had 100 plus temperatures recorded about 29 times, 29 days since 1893, so it is early.
And back at the marina, runners and paddleboarders alike are out enjoying the summer sun.
Well, you feel the heat immediately in the morning. It's just not as intense. The breeze is calm. The water's like glass. It's the best time to get out and do whatever kind of exercise you want to do in the morning.
I prefer summer because girls come out in the summer.
Covering the heat wave, Landon Miller, Channel 2 News.
And as this heat wave continues in the days ahead, please stay with Channel 2 News for continuing coverage on the air, online, and on Facebook and Twitter.